Hey everyone, Vinayak here. Today I have with me the XR GT1, a pair of budget wireless earbuds. How do they sound? Are they worth spending your hard-earned money on? Watch on to find out. This is the XR GT1 True Wireless Gaming Earbuds. On the back of the box, we can see the specifications. XR has information on their Indian office also marked on the box if you have any questions to get local support. So let's get it out of the box and try them out. On the box, inside we have the XR logo again, and the bud case is designed to look like a cobra. Very stylish. The cover is magnetically held down, just push forward and it opens up. We find the earbuds case within looks really nice. On the back we have a USB-C charging port, which I'm happy for as USB-C is slowly becoming the norm. The case cover design looks really nice with the XR branding and stripes. The case opens up to reveal the earbuds within. The buds have the XR logo on them and they look quite futuristic. The buds are held down by the magnets quite firmly. Here's a closer look at the earbuds. Placing them back into the case, it just gets pulled in. Wow, the magnets are strong. They won't fall out even if the case is overturned. Below the case, we have the model name and the battery details. 50 mAh on the earbuds and 500 mAh for the case. The case has these LEDs on the side which light up while charging. The case looks pocket friendly and doesn't weigh much either. Also in the box are these ear tips of different sizes. It comes with medium by default and you have the small and large to choose from too. So pick the right one for a comfortable fit. This USB-C to USB-A cable is provided to charge the earbuds. It's quite short but enough to connect to a phone or a laptop. Connecting power to the case, we can see these LEDs light up. It's not lighting up all the way, so it might be indicating the current battery level in the case. The last point is blinking, so it's charging, and currently it's 3/4 charged. I've connected the case to a USB port on my desktop to charge. We have a user's manual included which details the pairing instructions and also the touch controls. Let's pair the buds with my phone. Okay, I did notice that there is a little plastic on the charging ports of the earbuds. Remove that and place it back in the case and the buds should be active. The LEDs on the buds look like snake eyes, which is basically the design aesthetic of the earbuds. Remove the buds from the case and it should be available to pair. The blue lights on the earbuds are blinking, indicating it's in pairing mode. On the phone, within the Bluetooth settings, tap on GT1, which is displayed in the Bluetooth device list. Hit pair and in a few seconds it's ready to use. Let me try some music on these earbuds. Nice fit. I generally use the medium ear tips with most of my buds and these fit comfortably for me. You can change the tips to suit your needs. Bluetooth 5.0 should allow for pairing with multiple devices, which is a plus. Let's try the shake test. These buds seem to be holding on pretty well without being uncomfortable. The build is good. The buds especially are not heavy and are solid enough. They do feel more solid compared to other earbuds at this price range. The Cobra design aesthetic is further elevated when the LEDs light up. They look really cool. And the LEDs on the earbuds have a breathing effect, very gamer oriented. The case build is fine. The magnets hold down the cover quite strongly. The earbuds, when getting placed back in the case, just get sucked in and are held in place quite firmly. The buds have great bass, the highs are clear, the volume is good, not the loudest but not low either. And the top of the earbuds allow for touch controls such as single tap for play pause audio, or you could also pick up calls, and to reject a call, tap and hold for 2 seconds. Double tap to change between gaming mode and music mode. Music mode has more punchy bass and more clarity in the treble. Gaming mode enhances the treble, which allows us to hear better in games where the sounds of the enemies is more important. There is no latency while playing games and the sounds play back instantly. The company does promise 38 milliseconds of latency, which is good for gaming. Triple tap to activate the voice assistant set on your phone, which should pop up for the first time, and you should be selecting one of the options that you have on the phone. And if you have already selected one earlier, it should just directly open up that voice assistant. No next and previous control, which is funny as that is something I would have liked. You can turn the buds off manually by holding down the touch control for 3 seconds, and to turn them on again, touch and hold for 2 seconds. If you have already paired the earbuds to some devices and if you want to clear all paired devices, hold down the touch control for 10 seconds. The touch controls are responsive and I had no problems with them except for maybe accidental touches when adjusting the buds into your ear, but actual touch controls worked perfectly. I'm used to turning off the touch controls on my Galaxy Buds Plus to minimize accidental touches, but there's no such option on the XR as there is no app. The buds have a great range too and work from a distance of 25 to 30 feet from the phone or device connected to. If you are planning to use this for office calls, this is how the device sounds. So this is the quality of the audio you're going to get via these earbuds, and this is how you're going to sound when you're on a call, on a phone call or a WhatsApp call, any video call on your phone. And it also works with your PC. So I'm actually using it with my PC with my webcam. I can just select the audio source and select the earbuds instead. So this is how the quality is going to be. Hope it's good. The sound is clean, not bad. The mics pointing downwards tend to be a bit away from the mouth, but they don't sound bad at all. And phone calls also sounded quite clear. The battery life is around 5 to 6 hours during continuous use, and 36 hours is the total rating on how long you can use the buds with intermittent charging and not continuous use. So 6 hours on the earbuds and 30 hours of battery life on the case. So you will have to wait around 2 hours for the buds to charge up once they reach 0%. 5 to 6 hours is decent for continuous use. The buds are rated IPX4, which means it has some protection from water. You can't dunk them into water, but it can withstand accidental splashes. So how did the XR GT1 sound? Of course, you're not going to get the audio quality of premium earbuds, but these are quite close. 5 to 6 hours of playback time on one charge is quite good, but it does take time to recharge, which you might not notice if you keep the case charged and the buds in the case when not in use. Calls sounded good, voice was clear, a bit low at times but still audible. The case looks quite cool and the Cobra design and the LEDs also look awesome when lit up. Around the 4K mark, they sound great and are totally recommended. A good all-round pair of earbuds. The earbuds will be available in India soon through all major e-commerce vendors and also through the XR website. I will have links to the product in the description as soon as it's available. And also for a 15% discount, use the coupon code TalkingStuff on the XR website. So which earbuds do you use and what earbuds do you recommend at the 4K price range? Do comment below. My older favorite, the Jabra 65T, is around 6K now and they sound awesome. But the XR GT1 is quite good at the 4K price point. So that was the video. Make sure to like, subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.